today is an amazing day. You know why? Because it is Wednesday, and you know what that means. It is Undiscovered here at Social Media Networks. I am your host, Priscilla Moy, and as always, I'm going to thank all of you guys for being here, and I hope you had an amazing Thanksgiving. I know I did. I just got back from Chicago this morning, so I'm a little jet-lagged, just a little bit, but I cannot wait to introduce some of my guests today. It's going to be absolutely amazing. Two very powerful women are going to be sitting here in this chair next to me, and as you guys have noticed, I have a different setup than normal. We're trying little things out, try to change it up a little bit, but as always, please stay tuned and be ready to meet our new guests. See you after the break.
This program is brought to you by the Nevada Chamber Orchestra.
Hi everybody, welcome back. Our first guest today has written this amazing book, and she created what is known as Body Flex, and she is the author of Be a Loser. Everybody welcome Greer.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. Nice to meet you.
Nice to see you.
Please sit down.
Good.
So thank you so much for being on this show.
Thank you.
I did a lot of research about you beforehand, so I'm really excited.
What'd you find out?
Things. I found a lot. First of all, this book definitely comes up. If you Google her name, she pops up everywhere. There's tons of YouTube videos out there spanning so many years, right? You've been in this game for a pretty long time, correct?
Well, I created the program 33 years ago. Way back when.
Yes, way back when. And things are very different now, because Body Flex, we're going to introduce that as a fitness program that she did create. And back then, fitness is very different than it is now. The research behind it, the science behind it, the ways people are kind of teaching things, right? There's so many things coming out now. So tell us your experience about then and now, because you have been doing it consistently, correct?
Well, 33 years ago, there was no news at all about breathing. People thought breathing exercises, well, everybody breathes. Who doesn't know how to do that?
Right.
But I learned this program from a physiologist in San Francisco. And she made these claims: you can lose inches, you can feel better, you can do all of these wonderful things and transform your life, and it's the best thing you can do for your life, for your fitness level. And I thought, I was a mother of three. I had 3 10-pound babies, you can imagine.
Right.
And I was overweight and out of shape and tired. So tired. Get up tired, go to work tired, come home tired, go to bed tired. So I learned this program, and I didn't believe it worked. Who ever heard of such a thing? Standing still, breathing, and losing inches, losing weight, and feeling better, in a matter of days. I mean, come on now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I didn't believe it worked, and I kind of hoped it didn't because I wanted to be right. But you know what? It worked anyway. I went from a size 14, 16 down to a size 4, 6 in 90 days.
That's amazing.
And I felt like a new person. And so I started on my campaign and did research for many years until I have the science behind this program. Back then, there was no science. Nobody talked about breathing. Nobody talked about breathing exercises for anything. And people laughed at me. They made fun of me. Well, now, fast forward 33 years, it's not so funny anymore because there's research everywhere about breathing exercises for better health, for weight loss. I mean, it's even in medical text. The medical text, the medical school textbooks written by the most famous physiologist probably that ever lived, Dr. Arthur Guyton, he says this in medical text: all chronic pain, suffering, and disease is caused by lack of oxygen at the cell level. Now, I don't know what more I can say about health than that. I teach this program that is a life-changing, body-changing, mind-changing situation. It's an unbelievable program. We have taught, via videos or CDs or whatever, over 50 million people this program worldwide. That's a lot of people that need help.
Yes, and so did you get instant clients? When you first put this out, let's talk about that, because you had all this research behind it, put all this work behind it. It became another child. And so what was the reaction to it? Right away, if people started to try it out right away, they gave it a chance and everything, they get instant, hey, this is it, guys.
I wasn't a businesswoman back then. I was a housewife, and even though I gathered all this information and all this research, I was packed with information. I didn't have any clients. Nobody. Who's going to come and learn this? Mm-hmm. So what I did was I took little recipe cards and I wrote on them and I put them in the laundromat and in the grocery store. Day 1, day 2, day 3, nothing. Day 4, day 5, nobody called. Finally, somebody called me. Mm-hmm. somebody called and I had a client and I taught that person. That person changed the way she looked in 14 days, and her whole life, her whole countenance changed. And of course, when somebody learns this program, they have friends, they have family, they have co-workers. So everyone saw with their own two eyes what happened to this person.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the beginning. And I've been teaching, I mean, my classes have usually been minimum 100 people. I would teach I taught all over the world, from Germany, Russia, Spain, Europe, everywhere. And you know, the thing about it is, everybody's got the same problem. They're tired, they're overweight, they don't feel good, and they want a solution. This program is a solution. It's everybody's program. Everybody.
Yeah, because the biggest thing about it, and that I learned, because it's not a lot of time per day. And like, I think what people dread is they think of working out, and they're like, oh my God, I have to spend how many hours at the gym, like on a treadmill, right? They just don't have either the time. There's working single mothers. There's people that just don't have the motivation.
And they don't want to do it.
Right.
Let's be
it's
honest,
getting them
folks.
to do
Let's
it,
be honest. Let's
right.
be honest. You don't want somebody, oh, you got to go to the gym and you can work out for an hour and a half and things are going to change in 3 months. Are you crazy? Are you kidding me? Who's going to do that? Now, if I tell somebody you can stand still for 15 minutes a day, you can drop a dress size in a week, you can feel better basically overnight. Hey, we're on board, right?
Right.
Are you on board?
Oh yeah, I'm on board. I like efficiency. So, if I do a lot in a little amount of time, that, you know what I'm saying? So
it's simple. People just need to just use common sense. I mean, I have the science and I've done plenty of research. Believe me, 33 years of it. But it's common sense. Oxygen provides the body over 90% of the energy that we have. Oxygen provides fat-burning ingredient. That's what burns fat in the human body is oxygen. So the two things we need the most and don't have and want are provided with this program. And you don't need to run around. You don't need to move.
That's true.
So it's for everybody, whether you're an Olympic athlete, whether you're wheelchair bound, whether you're young like you, whether you're older like me, whether you're challenged in any way, it's for you.
Yeah, and I know that the common thing that's going around is that everyone argues no one knows how to properly breathe. And you tell a random person on the street, they're like, what do you mean? I'm breathing now, right?
Exactly.
In and out. But like if you listen to even chiropractors, anyone, they really teach you how to breathe properly. And when you look at it, it's like, wait, I don't do that. Oh my God, I've been breathing wrong my whole life.
But breathing properly, that's not even the solution. It's not about breathing properly because our lungs go clear down to here. You see this? Right down here. And we use, listen to me, less than 20% of our lungs to breathe on a daily basis. Think about that. So we have everyone has learned to live below the minimum. So we just kind of adapt to living tired, living overweight, living not feeling good. We don't have to because we have right here, and it's free basically in our own air, we have a technique that doesn't call for medication. It doesn't call for lots of time invested. Everybody's got 15 minutes a day. There's no excuse.
Yeah, no excuse at all. And then, so let's talk about this book for a second. So did you write this book immediately, or did you write this after you had multiple clients and you saw that, oh my goodness, like I have something amazing here, something big here. What really inspired the book itself?
Well, I've been on Home Shopping and QVC and the shopping networks all over the world actually, and traveled, and I gathered my information, and people were saying, well, we can't get to you, we can't get this, we need something. The book has been printed in 11 different languages.
Amazing.
And it's very basic. When Random House, largest publisher in the world, by the way, published that book, I couldn't believe it. But anyway, they took that book and published it. And they said that they sent me a copy, and it was in little tiny writing. And I said, oh, no, that won't work. Nope. I said, you need to make those letters bigger because my clients, whether they're young or older, they want to have bigger letters in there so it's easy to read. Easy to read is something that's, very appealing to all of us. But, the program has been extremely successful. People have copied it. People have knocked it off. People have done this, that, and the other thing. But I'll tell you what, there's only one body flex. I created this program a long time ago. And there are basically millions of people that have had a chance to have a better life and to live without excess body fat and to live a much more productive, happier, healthier. I've taught politicians and movie stars and people in wheelchairs, challenged, older, younger. I mean, I'm 77 myself, but my claim to fame is that I'm a well person. I'm well. And I look at people my age and I'm thinking to myself, they're in wheelchairs, they're on walkers, they're on crutches, they're it's just, and they don't, I mean, I'm sure some of it is inevitable, but, there are many people out there who could have a much more active, happy, vibrant life.
And so, leading off of that, so do you feel like that's your biggest motivation, continuing to do this all these years, is having single clients and seeing what you've done for them and how their lifestyles change?
Absolutely.
Right.
Every person has to bring something to the table in our life to help others. Because basically all we have in this life is one another. That's it. We just have each other. So what we can give to someone else to enhance their life and to give them a better life. Can you imagine what it's like to teach a group of people that don't feel good, that are overweight, and to be able to teach them something and have a second class in 2 weeks and they come back and they're so happy and they feel so much better? I mean, think about that. I mean, that is a wonderful contribution to be able to. I'm so thankful that I have that opportunity to offer that to people that will take it, because it's a fabulous program that does the only side effect is you're going to be leaner and you're going to feel better. Oh boy.
Yeah, and you get to meet someone inspiring like yourself. Well, and I'm sure you've made many connections, many friendships over the years. People, do you still keep in contact with some of your clients, the ones that you've really, I'm sure they really send their heart out to you, write you letters and things like that, and they do. Tell you how much you probably changed their whole life.
Well, I try to make it a point to say this is not, those people, yes, letters, and when I was at home shopping, I used to get boxes of letters, when I'd come to do my shows, but it's not about me. It's really not. It's about the program. I'm just the spokesperson. I mean, I'm just the mailman delivering the news. Yes, I created the program. Yes, it's mine. However, I don't take the credit for it. It's the program that's really the hero. I'm just out there doing the footwork and helping.
You're the voice.
Yeah,
an inspirational voice.
And people love the program once they do it. And I've looked down the skeptics for years and years. They look at me and say, "Well, I don't like it. I don't think it's going to work." I say, "Okay, just clam up and just do it, okay? And then come back in 2 weeks and tell me how you feel." So they once they learn it, you can see in their faces as I'm teaching them that the wheels are going and they're saying, "You know what? This could possibly work." Hello, It's a wonderful program for young, old, men, women. It's a life-changing program. I don't know where I'd be if I didn't do it myself. I needed the program so bad. I was married to a doctor. And when I started doing it, he just says, "Oh, this is crazy, Greer. When he saw the change in me, he about fell off his chair. I told him, "You need to go back to medical school, buddy."
I'm going to be your teacher now, like you said. So what's amazing is you look amazing, obviously. So you're a walking proof.
Well,
everyone who's still...
I just do the best I can.
And it's absolutely amazing. What would you say, because I know there's so many different types of workouts now, since the beginning. And even then, there's bodybuilding, there's high-intensity interval training, there's yoga, there's Pilates, all of that. Would you say, though, that... because I'm a firm believer that people find what they enjoy most and what fits them and what type of body type they're looking for. Would you say that yours fits everyone, it's good for everyone, or it can also be an addition? What would you say for people that would argue that?
Well, here's what I say. I've seen people that go to the gym, and they've been going to the gym for 5 years, and they look exactly the same as the day they went. Mm-hmm. They use it for entertainment. Good for them. But if you want to get results, I'm results driven here. I mean, I need to see results, and I want to see them now. And I don't think I'm any different than a lot of people out there. I mean, we don't want to wait for results. We want to see action, and we want to see it now. And if we see a little bit of improvement, then we have a mindset, yes, we found something that finally worked, so we keep doing it. Mm-hmm. And this program is for everyone. This is for somebody who wants to spend 15 minutes a day. They want to see results. They want to feel better. and they want to keep their life busy like it is, so they don't have 2 hours a day. Now, if you're independently wealthy or you just don't have anything else to do, if you want entertainment, go to the gym, visit, have a few, green drinks and so forth. But if you want to get right down to it and get some results, this is the program for you. This is the program. I mean, one size fits all.
Right.
I've taught classes where I've had an Olympic athlete standing here, which I've taught plenty of, and somebody in a wheelchair here. And I'm teaching them the same thing. You learn it to your own ability. Oxygen burns body fat. Oxygen gives you energy. That's how it all works. Look up the word aerobic and see what that means. People, oh, you have to become aerobic to burn body fat. Yeah, you do. But what is aerobic? Aerobic is simply increasing oxygen to the body to burn body fat. That's why you run around in the gym just to exert your body so that you breathe deeper. You increase oxygen to burn fat. Why run when you don't have to? Why don't you just go right to the aerobic breathing technique without all the action? Yeah, it's really... I'm sure you've all heard of Charles Atlas. Charles Atlas went from the skinniest guy to the strongest man in the world. He stands there with the world on his finger. Remember? You've probably seen. Charles Atlas did something similar. Not exactly, but similar to what I did. He burned off his excess body fat, and he toned muscle and built muscle with no equipment. No equipment. He used no equipment, and he became the strongest man in the world.
So this is very, financially efficient for some people that can't afford, to buy a home gym, to even go to a gym. They can, listen to you and learn your program. Another thing I would like to ask is a big thing that people are going to argue is diet, right? That's a hard thing for people is to, cut what they're eating, like to be restricted, to obsess over the calories, all of those things. What is your view with your program with diet?
Well, this program's not about food. Hallelujah. It's not about food, okay? So I'd like to hear a good excuse of those people out there that say, well, I don't know. It's not about food, folks. I'm not saying that you can go crazy but I am saying that you can live a normal life. Live a normal life. This business of weighing this and weighing that and measuring that, come on now. That's not a realistic way to live.
Right.
It's not. We have to be able to live a normal life. Be healthy, look good. We're not asking for much. Be vibrant, and it's when you start to expand your lungs and start using the full lung capacity that you have, your life changes. It totally changes. You have so many more opportunities in your life. You don't get tired. You just simply don't. Oxygen jazzes your system up to the point that you don't get tired and dragging around.
Yeah, and that's what people want to hear, especially the diet part. Once they hear they got to cut down, that's how they hate working out. They hate exercise.
Well, they're looking for an excuse. See?
Yeah.
So they found one. They found an excuse. But there is no excuse for this because this program's for everybody. Anybody who wants to look better, feel better, lean out, and not spend very much time. I mean, it's a dream come true, really. And I have taught so many, many thousands and thousands of people face to face and had to, oh boy, I've taken a lot of abuse over the years, but now all of a sudden things aren't the same. There's research everywhere. I mean, I'm sure you've heard of the book Alternative Medicine, The Definitive Guide, written by Dr. Burton Goldberg. It was a New York Times bestseller. He called me and wanted to learn my program, so I taught him personally because we were both on the network together. And I taught him personally. He came on one of my infomercials and said, it's the best thing he's ever done. Now, this is, he coordinated with 380 doctors to write that book. And he said, this is the best exercise.
What better review can you get?
Exactly.
What referral can you get? You know what I mean?
There's so much.
That's absolutely amazing. So you're still teaching now,
yes.
Correct? So please tell the audience, where can they, after hearing this, I'm sure you're going to have many people going to be like, wait, this sold me right here. This is right here. Where can they go to get classes?
You know what I'd like to do? One day I'd like to teach you.
Oh.
And then I'd like to have you come on here and you tell your viewers what happened to you. Now, we've just met. It's not like we're buddy-buddy, But I'd like, you're in great shape to begin with. But this is a good challenge because
Yes,
you're
it
in great
is.
shape to begin with.
It
And you can
is.
give your personal testimony because I measure every single person before they take this class. And then a week later and 2 weeks later, I measure them again. You'll be
Yeah.
blown away.
And I have gymnastics and dance background, so it'd be good to hear someone who's had that
Absolutely.
type
So
of
are you going to
experience.
take my challenge?
You know, I just might. I mean, right before, like, I was watching videos, I was like, oh, this is different. You know, and I love something different. I love learning new things. I love trying new things because everything's worth a try, right? You can dismiss things before you try it. Like, come on. So, do you offer Zoom classes? Do you offer in person?
Yes.
Where can people contact you?
Both.
Okay.
And I have a website and I have a Instagram page and all of that where all the information is dispersed on there. What, you know, where and how and why and so forth. They can
And
take it.
what is your handle and your website?
Oh yeah, I'm thinking to myself.
It's
BodyFlex
Greer.
BodyFlex Greer.
BodyFlex Greer. And this book, where can everyone purchase it? I know you could Google it and it pops right up.
Yeah. When you can get it. I mean, it's everywhere. I mean, it was written quite a long time ago, and but it's still in bookstores all over the place. Borders.
Amazing. Amazing. And the best thing about it, apart from the big font that we're talking about, is that there's visuals in here, and who doesn't love to actually have a visual and pictures that
different positions and so forth, because you do this standing still, but you do it standing in different positions and you know, hand positions and it's amazing. I mean, you just can't even believe the results that people get. And I don't measure anymore. In the beginning I measured, but when people came back and they had such great inch loss, they'd say, oh, did you cheat? You know, so I had to hire a registered nurse to come in and measure these people, so I didn't even touch the tape measure. It's amazing.
That is absolutely amazing. Well, Greer, you have amassed an empire here in the fitness community, and I am very honored to have you on the show. I'm, proud of you, even though it's weird to say, because, but I really am. It's such an inspiration. I love women like you and women that have stories like this and inspired so many people and gave back in a way. So that is absolutely amazing to have on the show. I'm completely honored. Everyone, please look her up, look into her book, look into her classes, and really listen to what she is saying, because she is a woman of knowledge, of research, and science, and she really knows what she's talking about. And I have true faith that anyone who's going to try this is going to leave with amazing results. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Right after the break, we're going to have another amazing boss women on here. So stay tuned and see you later.
This program is brought to you by the Nevada Chamber Orchestra.